damn it. It's all wet.
Are we sure they're coming back to get us?
Of course.
What else could they do?
Yeah, but if they do come, how are they gonna pull us up? They'll need Santa Claus's sleigh.
I do not believe that is a good idea. The next toll gate is 70 miles from here. Supposing the people on the bus haven't wasted time in useless discussion, they'll be there in 1 hour. Then they will have to warn the police. But today is Sunday, so it is highly probable that they will take at least a couple of hours for them to find a car and send it over, at which point they may hear our cries, but they will soon realize the futility of trying to pull us up. So they will radio for help. If we are lucky, in less than 3 hours between orders and authorizations, they will send a helicopter. If they do not think that our urgent rescue is urgent enough, they will utilize a couple of boats and drive them up the river, which will take, let us say, 5 hours. Total between 5 and 7 hours without food or drink.
And so, what do you suggest, Professor?
Yeah, what do you think we should do?
Well, we can't climb up the slope. It's too steep. Therefore, we have to go around it through the woods over there. It's a steep climb, but if we're careful, we can do it. We go around the cliffs skirting the slope, and we come out of the woods exactly at the entrance of the tunnel. The walk should take no more than 1.5 to 2 hours.
Say, pal, how come you know all this stuff? Are you a Boy Scout?
No, I'm a geographer.
Listen here, Mr.
Kruger. Paolo Kruger.
Tell me, Mr. Kruger. In your calculations, did you consider that we're dealing with people who are out of shape, middle-aged, that feel faint, tire easily, or get hurt?
Of course. I calculated 2 rest stops at the critical points every 45 minutes. If we leave immediately, we should get there at the same time as the rescue squad.
Very well. Let's go. We'll march in single file. It'll be easier. Kruger, you'll lead the group. Any more questions?
I got one. Who decided you're the boss?
Let's go.
Yes, how come we're not out yet?
Mr. Kruger, don't you find this walk slightly longer than you expected?
Not exactly.
What do you mean?
It is very difficult to estimate distances in the woods. Walking through thick vegetation is very hard. It induces one into thinking that the energy spent is due to a distance greater than the one actually covered.
Listen to that. Hey, Kruger, you got your lingo down pat.
My mother is Italian from Bolzano, and my name is Kruger.
Hey, I was only playing. Don't get upset, Kruger.
That's enough. Let's go on.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hey, come and see!
What is it?
Quickly, it's incredible!
What is it? Yeah, what'd you find? A treasure chest? Look at that.
That is incredible. It looks like Saturnia Piri.
Well, what do you know?
It's marvelous.
Listen, Mr. Kruger, since you're so learned, isn't it a bit unusual to find this kind of butterfly at this latitude?
Yeah, I'd really like to know who the hell brought it here.
Mr. Powell. In 1947, while doing research off the western coast of Sardinia, the distinguished American biologist Professor Songfellow sighted a group of blue whales. You think someone brought them there?
I do, don't you?
I believe every living creature has the most extraordinary adaptive capacities that permit it to survive even in the most hostile climates.
Mr. Kruger, is there something you're not an expert in?
Of course.
For example.
Women, for example.
Hold it.
Why are you stopping?
Because my feet hurt.
How come we haven't arrived yet, Kruger?
The route has appeared to be rougher than was previously supposed.
Oh, really?
So I retained it opportune to slightly modify our itinerary.
You retained it opportune?
Precisely. So as not to tire the others. Anyway, we're almost there. The highway should be on the other side of the hill.
Should be? Well, I'd like to go and see it before tiring the others any further.
Do you realize just how much time we waste thanks to your perplexities?
And do you realize we haven't heard any traffic noise in the last hour?
Mr. Farrow, sir,
What is it?
I'd like to come with you.
All right. Come on, let's go. Great. Let's go back.
What do you mean, let's go back?
You'd rather go on?
Yes. Maybe the highway really is in there, covered by the vegetation.
We're not in Amazonia, son. If it were there, we'd see it. It's far too risky to proceed.
At times, one must risk in order to obtain something.
Now you listen to me, boy, and listen good. Whoever wants to risk, risks by himself. He doesn't force others to follow. Is that clear?
Watch it, you fool! Look out, it's dangerous! Be careful! I told you to be careful.
I'm perfectly all right.
Good. But next time, do as I say. Understand?
It is not possible.
Go and see for yourself.
But then we are lost.
He seems so sure of himself.
Hey, Crucia, what happened? Did your glasses fog up?
But I cannot be that wrong. The highway has to be there.
Kruger, I want you to listen to me. If I haven't smashed your face in yet, it's only because there's something very strange about the whole situation. But from now on, we do it my way. Is that clear?
What do you plan on doing?
We'll go back to the river.
To go back now would be a terrible mistake.
Mistake is a word I wouldn't use if I were you.
You realize that in a forest we have no point of reference.
We won't need one. We'll go down the same way we came up. Sooner or later, we're bound to get back to the bridge.
Without a point of reference, we may end up further down a valley.
In that case, we'll follow the river upstream.
It may be many miles.
Don't worry. Thanks to you, we're now well trained.
Tomorrow I have to get up early to open my bar.
You can forget about opening your bar tomorrow, buddy.
I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have come on this awful trip. I knew it. I knew it.
It is not the same river. It is flowing in the opposite direction.
I concede that. How many olives have you left?
Half a can.
That'll be enough for tonight.
What?
It'll be dark in a couple of hours. It's crazy to move now. We'll camp out here.
No. No.
I hope you don't intend to climb it.
Why not? Yes, it's true. We'll have to go around it, you're right.
Thank you very much. Follow me.
Stop the move! Quicksand? How is it possible?
Is this the time to ask questions? Help me to get out of here.
If you don't want to help him, I will.
Let me go.
Somebody get hold of him!
Go, get your hands off me.
What's he waiting for?
Come on. Get moving.
Forget it, they're gone. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't waste time with sorries.
I owe you my life.
It was not a humanitarian gesture. We must move on.
How much can you see without your glasses?
Enough to follow the course of the sun. I need someone who'll look where I put my feet, that's all.
Great, just what we needed.
Give me a hand.
Oh, me?
I knew I could count on you.